live on the 12:15 show that I said I was doing, but it just wasn't working. My camera wasn't working from my cell phone. And excuse me if every once in a while you see me get a little distracted. I have my bird in the room so that he's not mischievous outside of the room. And what I'm going to do today is I am going to answer questions that people have sent me. And if anyone gets on and they want to ask a question, great. And if you don't and you're just watching the replay, then you can always ask a question in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. I'm sure, the community would be happy to answer. So let's just get started. Come here, Earl. Come here. Come and say hi. This is Earl. Can I have a kiss? Can mommy have a kiss? No, no kiss right now. Kiss, 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 kiss. So that's Earl. So I am a reseller on POSHMARK. I also resell on some other platforms, but not as much because I love POSHMARK. That's where I'm able to sell the best. And I thought I'd have a little bit of better lighting in here, so I'm so sorry if I don't. Please excuse it for today. I just wanted to be able to get on to answer this one question, especially that someone asked. And I figured it would be better to do it on a live because I can help more people doing it on a live. So here's the question. Oh, and also I've been reselling for about 4 years now. I had a retail store, and that's why I have way too much inventory. As you see, I can't even store it like normal resellers, so I have to move bins, every time I want something. Let me just get him something, and then here you go, Bubba's. Here, look at what I got for you. Here's what I got for you. Go ahead, boop, 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 boop. Go. Nope, he doesn't want that. Okay, so let's get back to it. So here is the question. Dear Smiley Thrifter, love that name. I like that you share this. My name is Leah, and I was wondering if you have any advice for someone who wants to begin the reselling business. How you source your items if not donated by friends and found on your own in the real world, as we say. So I'll start with that. She also asks, how do you do it as someone with a chronic illness? So for me, and in case you are watching for the first time, I do have chronic pain, chronic illness that I'm working on getting rid of in this 2024. I have another channel that I'm following my transformation that I'm going to make. And I have to say that with a chronic illness, it's not as easy, I'm sure. However, I go out sourcing when I can. I always say to everybody, I have 3 schedules, and my 3 schedules are as follows. They're always different because it really does depend on how I feel, but there's one that if I wake up with a headache, I'll usually have it till around 10. That hasn't been happening a lot at all lately. And so I have to wait. But there are certain thrift stores, I'll just call you GL. There are certain thrift stores, GL, that I prefer because they're less expensive and they have things that I just love. And they have lots of vintage jewelry, and I love that. And they have half price sales. Now, however, there are times that I want to get a little bit more luxury items, so I will go to other thrift stores. However, I stick with less expensive items right now at my 4th year in reselling because I haven't gotten to the point where I want to spend, he's trying to say everything I say, where I spend, I want to know what I'm spending money on if I'm spending a lot, okay? So, here's the deal. If you see any poopy on me, put it in the comments. I'm trying to see if I could even see comments. I'm hoping I can. Let's see. Welcome to live chat. Remember to go, Where is the chat? Let me put up this just in case. All right, live chat. All messages are visible. So let's say hi. Can I put something in there? Look, I'm trying to do it on my laptop when I'm on my phone. No, it's not letting me right now. Anyway, It's not that it's not letting me. It's my fault. Okay, so with a chronic illness, I go out when I can and I do my best to make it so that if I'm not feeling well, I know I can't go out that day. But I also do have set days that I go out. And like I said, I go to those stores that I know I'm going to get the best deals or the best merchandise. Hi, HT Media One. Hi. So I'm answering someone's question, and it's about I have a chronic illness that I am going to work through, work out, work over this year. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I am going to change my life. And she's asking me how I go outsourcing. So I do go outsourcing whenever I can, when I need things. See, now for me, it's a little different because I had a retail store, and with that retail store came a lot of clothing that doesn't sell very well. So I have a lot of things in stock that don't sell very well online like they do in stores. So that is what I do in the real world. You had written in the real world, I go out there when I can, but there are lots of alternatives that you can do. You can definitely go and do it online. There are so many ways you can do it. You could do it online. Some people go retail arbitrage, it's called, if you're new. And you can do it online. You can go to TJ Maxx if you just happen to be there. Marshalls, they have really low things. You can get closeouts. Some people get liquidation, but for me, like to get a pallet or something like that would be crazy because you know how long it would take to get through that? Anyway, so, but you can do so many different things. There are buy, sell, and trades. But if you can't leave your house, then you can certainly do it online. You could even do it on Poshmark, on eBay, on Mercari. Just help out fellow resellers. But yeah, so that is how I do it. Now, the next question is, just give me a second. I was wondering if you have any advice for someone who wants to begin in the reselling business. That was part of that question, but I just want to move on. I actually have a few chronic illnesses, she says, and I can't stand for very long, so I'm a bit worried about the part of sourcing, where I would need to take the time to check the stores, etc., and go looking for neat things to put up on Poshmark. It's a fun activity, actually. It's all part of the fun. Oh, come on. My my laptop just went off. There we go. It's all part of the fun. And please excuse me for looking over here, but I'm just reading it from my laptop. It's a fun activity. Actually, it's all part of the fun of it, but maybe you have some suggestions, I was thinking. Okay, so like I just said, I hadn't read the whole thing. I really think that if you can't leave your home, you can definitely do it online without a doubt. I've bought from different places in the past, like during COVID, and I'll tell you what places they were. Now, I've sold most of the stuff, but it took a couple of years, and it was a little bit of a higher cost than it is when you are out in the wild having fun. But to do it online years ago, 3 years ago, I ordered from Belk, I think it was Belk, and because they have like end of season sales that are fantastic, and I ordered from also different places like Kohl's. Say hi to Earl if you're just getting on, like Kohl's and TJ Maxx. I've gone into Marshalls. I've gone into. But just when I can't get out there. But for you, GL, if you can get out there, do it whenever possible, depending on how much inventory you need. There's no right or wrong way. You could look up all of your local thrift stores and then get to a point where you know which ones you like, which ones are better, which ones are less expensive or have more trendy things, and you'll learn all that as you go along, and it'll be fun. Make some goals, set some goals, and say, I'm going to go out 2 days this week, or give yourself some different times. If you have, let's see, I don't know if you have another job, because sometimes with chronic illnesses, that's hard. So, but that would be my advice to you. All right, I'm going to get to my next question. Give me 1 second. And these are from my video where I was talking about how I'm having a bad day. So there might be some things associated with health, but I'll go to some other ones. And if you have any questions, please ask. I have done reselling on pretty much all platforms. Oops, sorry for that. Except for, I don't even remember the name. I think Vestair and Grail, I don't know. Because I do not really sell that type of, not quality, the more expensive luxury items. But if I do, I send them into the Real. I love the Real. Any questions about that? Just ask, because I love it. All right, so let's see. I am a reseller too and have carpal tunnel, among other things going on. It's hard to list and ship sometimes, and I have tons of inventory to list. Listing and selling fees, shipping costs, rent going up, my partner's out of work, stress is reacting, though my body, and so on. It seems I'm hitting a wall quite often, but I've learned to turn corners and keep going forward. It's all we can do. I don't want to give up. I love reselling too much, even though it seems I never made it. I'm just getting rid of inventory now to get my money back. It sounds like you did make it and you're just hitting a wall today. Turn the corner and this too shall pass. Feel better. Any advice? Bird, we don't need to see your little feathers. Come here. Sorry, guys. So my advice would just be to keep going. Like you said, you turn the corner, just keep going. Now, if you think you have to sell all your stuff, then do it. And if you think you have to maybe do something else, however, give it a chance. I don't know how long you've been doing, and this is Sarig. I don't know how long you've been doing this, but I'd say give it a chance if you're not ready to give up. Give it a chance. Perhaps it is the items that you're buying. Like I said, the items that I have from the store, they don't sell online. Different type of things. The things that I thought would sell in the beginning that I went out and bought for $1 and I was like, woohoo, $1, aren't selling for no money, no matter how low I make them. Hey, no, I'm training him still. I'm still training him because right now he's trying to bite my lip. He just almost made, I think he likes my lipstick. Look, he's eating my lipstick. Stop. So he likes biting, but he doesn't really bite hard. But he likes, I don't know, he's just a pain in the butt. So I would say if you're not ready to give up, don't. Start looking at magazines, and if you like magazines, online magazines, regular magazines. What do you want? I'm talking. I am. And start looking at fashion shows, even if you're someone who doesn't normally do that, if you want to see what's trending. And now I also found, and I forget where I heard this, I think I heard it on a Thrifters Villa podcast, which is one of my favorite podcasts. And I think they were saying, let me think for 1 second. If you have any questions, leave them below. While I am thinking about this, stop it. I forgot what I was saying, which is sad, but I'm going to be honest. So guys, I'm going to be 60 next month, just saying. And I am reselling. So if I can do it, turning 60 with a chronic illness, many chronic illnesses, then you can do it too. And I truly believe that. So let's see the next question I have here. How do you know what to thrift for? So that's funny because that just ties in with the last question. I don't always know what to thrift for, but if I want to know what to thrift for, I'm going to go on. I am going to either listen to a Thrifters Villa podcast and listen to the trends. I'm going to watch people like Jack and Ryan who show the trends. That's my bird. Or I'm going to just see who has a YouTube video out with the trends. But I also, like I said, I'll catch a little bit of different types of shows to also figure out the trends. But I really think if you look through any magazine nowadays, you'll see the trends, especially if they're more of like younger people's, but also, for us old folks. No, I don't consider myself old. I don't care if anyone thinks I am. I don't consider myself old. In the background now, I have a video going on that is a video that I did. So I'm getting to see a haul in the background. I don't know why that started. But stop it. Stop it. I don't know why he's going for my lip. It's so weird. He never does that. So let's get to the next question. How many years have you been reselling, and has it always worked out well? So by worked out well, I'm not... What? What was that? So by worked out well, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I'm sure it means, have I been successful, prosperous? No, I wasn't in the beginning, I have to say. But like I said, I bought the wrong items. I truly believe that when people think, or myself, when I think that the algorithm is what the problem is, it's me. And it is my buying skills, not anymore. But in the beginning, seriously, I was the type who, there's a store that has a $1 a month. Once a month, they have $1 day. But it's a consignment store, so they have great stuff. They even have great stuff left. But, oh, thanks for all the hearts. But the consignment store has $1 things, and many of them are fantastic. But I bought, I always forget. I think it was 100. I forget. It's somewhere in between 120 and 130. I think it was 129 things that first day that I went to the consignment store. And it was the first week I started thrifting, I think. And that was crazy because I still have some of those things. Yes, they were name brands. Some of them were name brands from when I loved things. So that didn't make that part good. But anyway, I bought things that I'm looking, because some of them are still here that I still have. So make sure that when you go thrifting, and again, I'm sorry for the light, guys, make sure that when you go thrifting, you are looking for either things that are in trend. Now, you know what? It doesn't really matter. A lot of the things, the name brands do not matter. I've even spoken to my nieces. I've spoken to my nephews to see what it is they're wearing, what brands, and now it really doesn't matter that much. But they are mostly wearing, on their feet, they'll tell me, they are wearing anything that looks like, oh my goodness, I can't remember the name, and I sell them so often. Help me out here. They're like these sandals that have the strap and the... Do I have any around? Oh, why can't I remember the name? I know the name of this, but I'll think about it. Shirts, they say they like oversized sweatshirts. Some of them say that they like oversized sweatshirts with big logos. Some of them say they don't like big logos, or they rather have it on the back. So just oversized sweatshirts right now, 2024 January. And also, what? The bird's whispering. Also, there are certain pants. For some reason, they're like in the oversized tops and the oversized pants. Come here, you. I don't want you pooping on my computer. But, can you stop with that? But I'm thinking, what else? They do like Crocs. They do like clogs. And this is from 4 different people from 4 different places, because they're in college. And I also have a couple of cousins who said that they just love how did they say it? The cottagecore look. cottagecore. Yeah, the cottagecore look. So dresses with flowers, where you look like you're on a prairie, and they love that look. Even on the days when they're not wearing their big shirts, they like different looks. A lot of them, hi, said they like the 80s or 90s, but basically I look for anything that's in trend or a good name brand, but you have to definitely stay educated, stay up on the name brands, make sure that you know what's selling now. If you see something that was a good name when you were younger, that does not mean it's a good name now. I get confused by that. My husband will bring things over to me when we go to thrift to show me things that he thinks are good name brands, and it's just that we were brought up with different things. However, if they're name brands from the 80s, then or Y2K, they might be good for right now. But I'm going to say, and that's the last question I'm going to read right now, because I don't want you to have to deal with this in the background, crazy bird. But I'm going to say that just be mindful when you go out thrifting. Go with a purpose in mind and make sure that you know what you're going in for. Whenever I go thrifting, I'll do a video to tell everybody what I'm going in for so that you can let me know if I got anything I wasn't supposed to. But I'm usually looking for, and this is just a few bolos of mine. I put them in the last bolo video. I'm looking for Hello Kitty all the time. Not only do I love Hello Kitty, but it sells very well. I'm looking for Disney because I do Disney shows. They sell very well. And Disney also sells well online on POSHMARK. But it does better in auctions when you have a whole Disney show. And also, I'm always looking for things that are in trend, though I'm not always up on trends, because my new thing I like buying is vintage jewelry, especially. I don't know why, in vintage knickknacks. Over this year, I got into vintage, and I can tell you that it sells more than anything on my page, on my closet, in my store, because I have things that were from the store. So that's why I think, excuse me 1 second, I must get something. Here we go. That is why, yeah, I have, give me 1 second. This thing's going on now here. Okay, so that is why I can't think. You know why I can't think? Because my bird just pooped. I gotta be honest, can't help it. All right, so that's it for today. I just wanted to answer some of your questions. If you have any more questions, please put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them in the comments or do another live. And I hope you'll join me next time. Thanks to anyone who did join me. Thanks for joining me on the replay. Again, I am Marian. I'm a reseller, mostly on Poshmark. And I'm so happy you joined today. And I'll see you soon. Oh, wait. Please, if you like this video, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to. Have a good day. I appreciate you.